Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, on whom I learn from daily. Healthy shalom to the 144,000 mighty men would be judges of the earth. All right? It's the brother Gabar Adama, and I actually have Sarad with me. Say shalom.
Shalom.
Y'all hear that voice? Say it again.
Shalom.
Yeah, he done grew up on me, man. Anyhow, this lesson is going to be about how Esau, Edom, seek deep to hide their counsel. Okay? Now, when I say that, my son, he had just got back from a trip to, you went to Washington, right?
I went to Gettysburg in Washington.
Say it again.
The Gettysburg, Pennsylvania and Washington, D.C.
Yeah, Gettysburg and Washington, as Sarah said. And a couple things that he noticed. See, honestly, I think a lot of these, high school age kids or whatever, they wouldn't have seen what you saw or noticed what you noticed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this right here, what's sitting in front of you is Republican Virginia Fox, RNC of North Carolina. All right, and she was actually there at the Capitol building.
She gave us the tour of the Capitol building.
All right, say it. You gotta say it so they can hear you.
She gave us the tour of the Capitol building.
All right, so this demon, this devil right here, an old school devil, you can see it. It's all over her face. She gave them the tour of the Capitol building. Okay, and there's something that Surah noticed that nobody else noticed, and he actually called her out on it. All right, but first, before we get to it's beautiful. Before we get to what he called her out on, I'm gonna read this about Virginia Fox. How old is she? She's 86.
She's old.
She's
getting up there.
Yeah, she's getting way the hell up there. That's an old ass Edomite. All right, Virginia Ann Fox, born June 29th, 1943. So she was that old. That's an old bat.
Like, how old is that?
How old is do the math. Hell, you smarter than I am. 43. Then you got, let's see, that'd be 50 would be 7, right? 1950. All right, and then you have, the hell's that?
Should be
that'd be 75 plus 6, 81.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's 81 years old. That's crazy. Okay, but anyhow, we'll get to the point here. I'm gonna read this right quick, and I'm gonna let Sarad tell you what he said, what he noticed. All right, so let's read Psalm 64 and verse 2. Check this out. Listen very closely. I want you to listen to this too, Sarad. All right, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Verse 4 reads, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. A snare is a trap, right? Laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? All right, but Sarah saw him. He saw exactly what she was wearing. Now, I'm going to let him explain a little bit, about what I'm talking about. Go ahead. Grab the phone.
She had a necklace on that I don't remember what there was like English, and then I didn't remember what it said, but there was like Hebrew and then like Yiddish words on top, and then I asked her about it, and she was like, how do you know what that is? And then she said no comment.
All right, so let me slow it down just a little bit, just in case you didn't hear him. All right, she had a necklace on, right?
Yeah.
And her necklace had...
it was like a dog tag.
Like a dog tag type thing? Okay, right? And just slow it down. Tell them again in your own words.
She was like wearing a dog tag that had like Jewish lettering on it.
It had what?
Jewish lettering, like Yiddish.
Yiddish, right? Because we all should know by now that Yiddish is damn sure ain't Hebrew. It's not Paleo Hebrew, right? It's bastardized. It's what was the guy's name? Ben Eleazar. Started putting in vowel points and, changing things around. That devil did that. Anyhow, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said he's going to turn us over to a pure language. That's how we know the Paleo Hebrew. All right, go ahead.
And then, like in the rooms where the presidents got impeached, there was a molding of Moses, and then there was she kept trying to like tell us that she wanted to mix church and state. That like if like humanity just ran off the 10 Commandments, we would function as a society, but we make it too complicated.
Oh well, see, here's the thing. Well, Esau Edom is clean contrary to the scriptures, right? They don't. Ever since really the snake in the garden, which was a man. They said it was a snake in the garden, but it was a man. It was the spirit of Esau Edom. The scripture said, matter of fact, here, let me get that right quick, because he said a lot. But the real thing, that got me is when he asked her, "Why do you have Yiddish on your necklace?" You see, look, the scripture said, train up a child in the way he shall go. Now, a lot of those children, matter of fact, I dare say any of those children, they wouldn't have known what the hell they were looking at if it fell on them, would they?
No.
So he asked her straight to her face. He called her ass out. Why are you wearing that? She said, no comment. That's deep. That's seeking deep to hide her counsel. She said, how did you? No. She said, how did you know that? Didn't she? Mm-hmm. She said, how did you know that? So she was asking Sarad, how the hell did you know that this was that this was Yiddish? Now I found that to be very profound and very interesting. All right, so yeah, I mean, the scripture I wanted just sort of flew out of my mind, but these people are wicked and evil, and you can't forget that you got your AIPAC, right? Really, honestly, MAGA means make Amalak great again, right? That's what it means. Make Amalek great again. And this woman, Virginia Fox, let's go back to the photo of this demon, this devil right here, 81 years old, which we figured out, right? Has been known to say racist shit. Okay? Fact check. Is North Carolina representative Virginia Fox right about the asylum process? Okay? I don't want to see. Let's go down to here just a little bit. Yep. Virginia Fox. No. They apply for asylum in the country where they are. Listen to this closely. And then they try to come into the United States, Fox said. They don't come into the United States first, and then they apply for asylum. No, we're not going to support breaking the law. So she's against you Israelites. She's against you Jakes. Northern and Southern Kingdom. It's plain to see it. All right? And this damn devil right here, she has got a history. You remember how she was born in 1943. She got a history of saying all kinds of racist shit. But hey, as the scripture said, Esau Edom kept his wrath forever, and now they find themselves trying to fight for a birthright that was never meant for them in the first place. You see? Here we go. Republican who said diversity is destroying America. What does that mean? That means they want you Jakes gone. All right? The scripture said, we are yet this day in our captivity in Baruch 3 and verse 8, right? Kicks off campaign with racist congresswoman. Simple and plain. And I'm sure she gave you a look when you said that too, didn't she? What was the look like?
Like a dirty look.
It was what?
Like dirty. It was like she was like confused and like concerned.
She was confused and concerned, and she gave him a dirty look when he asked her, "Why do you have Yiddish on your necklace?" Well, that's very spiritual. That whole interaction between Sarad and that devil was very spiritual, wasn't it? It was very spiritual. All right, and the place where, the scripture said in the place. Oh, let's get that, Salakia. Yeah, let's get that right here.
Also, what she said about green cards made absolutely no sense.
Yeah, she was talking about green cards and all that shit. She's against you, Jakes. Straight up. All right? Romans 9 and verse 26, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there they shall be called the children of the living power." And and if you can remember, look, years back, they just laugh at us? Oh, them crazy YNs in the streets, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They saying this, they're saying Jesus is black, right? And now they're getting concerned. Now they losing sleep. You see? Because it's all about prophecy any damn way. You understand? All right? Anything else you remember? About your transaction with that devil? You could see she was a damn devil. You could see the demons on her, couldn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fuck that bitch. Salakia for my language, but that's what's up. Okay? I got one more and I'll close it on out right here. Oh, no, I got a couple more. Let's read this. This is, it was Psalms. Hold on. Stay tuned. Yeah, that's awesome. That was an awesome transaction. Sarad saw it, man. Again, train up a child. She probably, had that ancient, hatred stirred up when he asked her that, because she had to know something was up. Like, how the hell does he know this? That reminds me of when Apostle Gabar was talking about when him and the elders and the apostles was on the street, and they had the 12 tribes chart, and the dude, the Edomite stopped in his limousine, asking, "How the how'd you know that? You see that? How'd you figure this out? We've been trying to hide this information forever." So she gave him a dirty look and a confused look at the same time. Like, how the hell is this little young man? How does he know that? Psalms 83 in verse 1. For lo, thy enemies make your enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." But hey, Sarad knows. See, he knows. That's why she gave it. I wish if I could have been, it's an old saying, if I could have been a fly on the wall, man, I wish I could have seen that devil's face when he asked her that. She was like, "What the fuck?" I bet she was like, "What in the world? How did you know that?" And if she was really sincere about her religion, Jesus, right? Her religion and about what she spewed out of her mouth, she would have told him the whole thing. But it's very clear who she's in league with. The Lord, he said he had war with Amalek from generation to generation. And you got Amalek. You got they saying that Christianity is east south. You can't make this shit up. They have taken crafty counsel. All right. They have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee." Let's read it. "The tabernacles of Edom and of Ishmael and Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek." See that? "The Philistines and the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot." Salah, right? So these devils say, well, they seek deep to hide their counsel. See that? They say, "Who shall see us?" Sirach saw it. He saw right through that damn devil. Call hello Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's what's up. Okay? To be honest, I probably wouldn't have asked her. But it was on his spirit to do so. So that's how it went down. Okay, Exodus 17 and verse 16. Because he already knows too. But I guess his curiosity got the best of him, and I'm sort of glad he did. I'm just saying. All right, Exodus 17 verse 16. For he saith, because the Lord Yahweh hath sworn that the Lord Yahweh, our power, right, will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So these people are finished. They through, and that's that. I just figured I'd show you, and tell you that, that story that Sarah came back with about this devil right here, Virginia Fox. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.